Hello people, today's story dates back to my time in Perth, Western Australia. My supervisor was someone I will call Lawrence, not his real name, as this is a story best told without using real names to protect the guilty. Lawrence was originally from Bangladesh. He was friendly, passionate about his interests and very opinionated. His views on crime and punishment were absolutely extreme. You could say extreme. He was always decrying delinquents for getting a slap on the wrist on the courts. He had strong views on how criminals ought to be treated, from vigilante justice to corporal punishment to the death penalty. He blamed all society's problems on the courts being soft on crime. Lawrence related a story of a conversation between him and a couple of his neighbours. They had agreed that if an intruder entered any of their properties, that he would be dealt with and the others would look the other way and would not cooperate with the police. Lawrence did not believe in all the procedures the police had to comply with. That got in the way of law enforcement efficiency. Not like back in Bangladesh, where the police would quietly exact justice and everyone would look the other way. That's how you do it, Lawrence would proclaim. If Lawrence had a microphone and a transmitter, he would have been a shock jock. Lawrence related a couple of stories from his early years in Bangladesh. In one story, the locals rounded up an offender. I think he was a sexual offender. And they cut every tendon in his body so that he was left as a rag doll, completely useless and immobile. Something Lawrence thought was quite funny and totally agreed with. Another story set against the backdrop of the 1972 Civil War, which saw the partition of Pakistan into the two countries, today's Pakistan on the western side of the Indian subcontinent and Bangladesh on the eastern side, a war from which Lawrence blamed the interfering Amnesty International, by the way. It happened that Lawrence was in danger and was fighting to the death. He had a knife to another guy's throat and was about to slice his throat when his father broke up the fight and prevented a killing. It happened one day. Lawrence received a phone call from his wife stating that his son had been arrested by the police for assault. Lawrence took leave for the remainder of the day to sort out the mess and retrieve his son from police custody. It turned out the police had not followed correct interview procedures for a minor. He was interviewed without the presence of another adult or a family member. Well, guess who was incensed that the police had not followed correct procedures? Guess who complained to his local member of parliament? Why, shock jock Lawrence, of course. The police did apologise. They cited the reason for their failure to follow procedure as they had thought Lawrence's son was an Aborigine and did not know that he was Bangladeshi. If they knew he had been of Bangladeshi descent, none of this would have happened. Goodbye.